Hello everyone, happy Monday. It's a Monday night and it's like a late night groom session for me. But my dog has been so dirty and disgusting and he's always been trying to get up in my bed and sleep in my bed. But I noticed the other day that he had poop stuck on his butt. Child, that's nasty. That's nasty for me anyway because I'm not letting no nasty poopy butt on my bed, on my night sheets. Not happening. So I said tomorrow, well, said this for a while. So, sir, soon we're gonna go and give you a bath. I kind of want to give him a little bit of a trim up because he is a little hairy, like hairier than I want him to be, and he's older now. He's not 15. Oh my gosh, he's 13. So he's a senior pet. So I'm like, all right, I need to maintain you so you are not getting mad at because he gets a little ornery and he gets a little fussy with me if I try to do too much. Ooh, excuse me. If I do too much with his grooming. He is a Shih Tzu poodle, and yeah, I've had him since he was 6 weeks old, y'all. So I know my baby. I've been, well, kind of been the only one, majority of the only person who has groomed him. I had my old mentor use him for grooming competitions, and then I started using him for grooming competitions. He was a demo dog for one of my colleagues when I worked at PetSmart, and they learned how to do a haircut on him. They took his legs way too short, but I was like to them, this is a learning lesson. If I was a regular customer, I would have cussed you out. But just listen and learn from this. So they did. And I don't know if they still groom, but they became a better groomer for it. So I always think that's a plus. But anyway, yeah, I'm just going to brush him out right now. And then I think I'm going to use an O-comb. That's like a 5/8 of an inch, and just take his legs shorter because he's not a show dog and he doesn't do competitions anymore. He is retired from competitions. I won my first competition with him. It was the First Timers Award, and I was so proud of myself and him that we were able to do it. Hello. Hey, Jay. Happy Monday to you. I was about to say happy Tuesday. Dang, I'm already ahead of the schedule. Because I know I'm working tomorrow. I'm like, ugh, I'm dreading it, to be honest. Because I just had a pop-up event weekend, which basically I go to local dog parks and I promote, like I set up a table and I promote my health and wellness products because I have been grooming for 14 years and I've ran my business for the past 7 years, and I love dogs. I love what I do. I'm just, like, I eat, sleep, breathe pet care. And, oh, thank you. Jackie, you say you look so cute. And I think I'm going to be in this industry for the long haul for quite some time. I'm only 36, so it'll be some time when I'm like, I'm done with grooming. I'm done with the pet industry. Like, I don't think I'll, be done with the pet industry anytime soon. However, my body is tired. And I also want to educate my pet parents, my clients, anybody who's interested in learning the ins and outs of their pet or of grooming. But I think it all boils down to health and awareness and wellness of your pet. So that's why I'm so passionate about selling my pet products. I sell health and wellness supplements, so multivitamins for dogs and OPC with glucosamine for dogs and cats, and they are powder formula. You just sprinkle the supplement on the food once a day. I do it every morning for my dog and my mom's dog, and you wouldn't tell if he was 13 or not. You will tell if he is 13 by his teeth and his breath, because baby, they stink. It's too far gone. Oh, thank you. I hope I get 100K too. No, I will get 100K. Not you. We're not hoping. We're getting. We already are manifesting. We already have 100,000. Okay, period. But yeah, I use the supplements faithfully every morning because I want my dog to live a long, fulfilling life. He is very active with my mom's dog. My mom's dog is a lab hound mix, and they go outside and play all the time. My dog jumps on him, and I'd be afraid of his little joints and his legs and his bones, but he holds his own because the supplements do the trick. Especially the one I give him, the OPC with glucosamine, that helps. The glucosamine helps with the joints, the hips, the bones, the mobility, and the cardiovascular health as well. So it packs a major punch. And I just want to spread awareness. So I say all that to say that I went to local, just two. I went to Jersey day one, Philly day two. I live in Jersey, so went to one of my local dog parks that I go take my dogs to pretty often, and I set up my table. I had samples of the dog supplements, a bag, like a roll of poop bags, my business card, and then I set out some tennis balls in a basket. So when people come by, they can grab the tennis ball. They can come and ask me questions. That's the starter. You know what I'm saying? Like, that gets the people going. Hello, Gary. Hi, Second King. Thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing. I truly appreciate that. Welcome to the crew. I call y'all my mixies. Thank you for being a mixie. I appreciate you. But yeah, like, I want to talk about my reflection of my pop-up events, because this is the third time I've done it. So that was my third annual pop-up event, and I did not get any sales. However, I did get a lot of inquiries, and I did like hand out a lot of business cards. I was able to exchange business information with a local business owner who owns a doggy daycare and grooming facility, as well as a dog walking business. So she took some of my cards and put it in her business for other people to take a look at and just connect. I'm all for the networking. I love networking with people. The whole year I've been to, I think I've been to 5 networking events so far. And then I go to grooming conventions and expos. So I keep myself out there. I put myself out there, and I make sure I connect with like-minded individuals, and I just want everyone to be aware of my business and my brand, so I can pivot with ease, and it's not too difficult for me to like promote what I do. Because yes, I love grooming, but like my body is like, girl, we over it. We've had enough. You know what I'm saying? So I will say this. For next year, because I probably will do this again, I will be a little bit more proactive with promotion. I will go to local businesses. I will go to local shelters. I will go to veterinary clinics, and I will pass out flyers. I'll put flyers up on each corner where the light posts are. I'll do a lot better when it comes to like promoting the event, because I started promoting like 2 weeks before it started, or before the event happened. So I will be better with that for next time. I did promote it on my social media. I did go live, but I was trying to go live on my business page, but for some reason Meta changed the way you can go live. You have to, in order to go live, you have to have over at least 1,000 followers, and I had at the time like 770. I said, that's crazy. I never thought that you had to have a certain amount of people in order to go live. I thought it was good for anybody to go live. Like, now you're hindering people to want to be out there. Because what if I was afraid to go live? I go live all often, very, very often. But what if I was afraid to, like, put myself out there and go live? Now you're hindering my ability or capability of wanting to go live. Now you just set me back, you know? But either way, do a backflip. Child, I'm not your puppet. I am not here to amuse you. I'm here to educate you and chat. If you don't want to have a chat, you can remove yourself. I wish you had $3B. I don't know what that means, y'all. I don't know what y'all talking about. But anyway, I say all that to say, um, I went live on my other page. I have a dog grooming page, like a personal brand, and I went on there. I went live to promote it on there, but my clients and the pet parents, they're not really on that page. All like pet professionals and dog groomers are on my other page, on my groomer page. So that's why I was like a little bummed out that I wasn't able to go live, but I did share my live that I did have on my business page. So I'm really good with promoting, but I have to be like I'm good with like putting it out there, but I have to be more strategic about it. And I do have a business coach, like a mindset coach, and she also was like, yeah, you should have promoted it a little bit sooner, but we know for next time. And the way I have to deliver it, my delivery has to be a lot better. So I'm working on that. And I think it's very important to seek help, seek guidance, seek a coach, because I don't know everything. I am terrible with marketing. I'm a creator. I love to create. I love to educate in real time. I love to talk to, my community. So I'm all about engaging with people and creating like content and memorable moments. I am not a marketer. I'm not an advertiser. I don't like data. I hate that stuff, but that's part of the business. And I have to be more cognizant of that and realize that like advertising, marketing, promotions, they're going to get me a lot further in my business, in my career than just me talking to people here and there. So that's something that I learned from this event. And like being more engaging with the people, because I sat there and I thought that like, the display would bring all the boys to the yard. Instead of me just like talking to them, because here and there, whenever I saw people looking at me or looking towards my direction with the table, I'm like, hi, how are you? And they would respond, or they wouldn't. Some of them wouldn't. And then I would ask them a question to like bring them in, lure them in, try to get their attention to come closer. I'm like, does your dog like tennis balls? Because I had the basket of tennis balls right in the center, the focal point, so it can like bring you in. And some people were like, yeah. And so I'm like, can I give your dog a tennis ball? And they would come and they'd be like, yeah, sure. What is? And then they'd ask the question, what is this? What are you doing? And then I would tell them, so I sell health and wellness products to dogs and cats, and I'm just here promoting da 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 da. My mindset coach was telling me I should have flipped it. I should have took, because at the end I would be like, I'm a dog groomer and I groom dogs. She was like, no, you should have flipped it. And I was like, I don't want to tell nobody that I groom dogs because I don't want more clients. Like, I don't want more groom clients because I'm trying to gear myself away from grooming, So I was like, no, I don't want to tell people that I'm a groomer. And they're like, well, you're an authority figure in this space, so they're going to be more inclined to want to know more if you tell them that this is what you do for a living. You're a groomer, you've been grooming for 14 years, and then you're saying, you tell them what you do in the future, like, you tell your future stuff, you tell what you're doing now, and then what you're planning on doing. So, she was like, you say, hey, I'm a dog groomer, been grooming for 14 years. I'm in the process of, this is what I do. I promote and sell health and wellness products because I believe wholeheartedly that health and wellness will have longevity on your pet and keep them living long and strong, whatever the case may be. A nice little pitch to promote the product, and then further go on to say, because this is what I'm in the works of doing right now, and say, and I do all of this so I can continue to educate not just pet parents, but also groomers, pet professionals, because I'm creating an online membership that is going to be a community, because I'm going to teach people how to groom, I'm going to teach people how to run a business, and then I'm giving them tools and tips and tricks for other things. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. I can see how that will bring people to want to buy or stay engaged and be more intrigued about what it is that I'm doing in the offers, because they're not going to just buy from somebody they don't know, or they don't know what their skill set is or what they bring, what their authority is in the space, you know. So I thought that was very profound, and that was smart. It made a lot of sense after she said that today. So yeah, y'all, if you're an entrepreneur, business owner, and you're trying to expand your business or be better in your career, I definitely suggest getting a business coach, getting a mindset coach, getting a coach in general. If you need a therapist, get that too. I have a therapist. I love my therapist. I had to go through like 3 therapists in order to find mine, which I really, really enjoy her. I'm gonna try to move this light so it's not so aggressive, so y'all can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Let's see. I don't think that's gonna matter. Let me see. 1 second. Maybe bring y'all this way. I don't think it matters. That light is gonna be in the way. Maybe go this way so y'all can see the light. There we go. I think that's better. Much better. So it's just like a little haze in the background, but it's not interrupting what I'm trying to show y'all. So this is a Bavora cordless 5-in-1 clipper, and I love this clipper. It's great for skittish dogs, puppies. I use this mainly for face feets and sannies. So I'm just gonna clean out his eye corners with a 10 blade. That's the second one in, and I just get in there and at an angle just get the corners, because I like to leave, and you should do this too, I like to leave the hair on the top of his nose, because it gives more of a pronounced face, if you will. So just clean that out, and I'm not going to do too much because his coat is pretty good right now for the most part. I was trying to keep him low for the summer so he wouldn't overheat. I pretty much already shaved his booty because he had that poop stuck on his butt. I said, this is coming off way before you get a bath, because I'm not trying to wipe off and scrub off poop in the tub. Absolutely not. Do his armpits. So scoop outwards. You don't want to go in, because you might hit a flap and you might cut something up in there that you ain't supposed to cut up. Everything you want to go outwards. And then his paws, I use a 30 blade, and that is the second one to the left. Oh, no, to the right. The 10 is the second one to the left, and then 30 is the second one to the right. This 30 is shorter than the 10. It goes 9, 10, 15, 30, and 40. 40 obviously is the shortest length of the blade. But yeah, I learned a lot, even though this is my 3rd one. And I didn't spend that much money, because bought like majority of my things from the Dollar Tree, and then some things I've had since I started doing the pop-up events. So I balled on a budget. I was very like money conscious because we are in a recession and things are very expensive nowadays. Even the Dollar Tree is a $1.25 tree. It ain't the Dollar Tree no more. Gone are the days everybody has real. When I talk about real dollar stores, it's like literally everything is $1 in the store. That is no longer a thing. And the new generation will never know what a dollar store is. They'll be like, what's that? What are you talking about, a Dollar Tree? Don't know what a Five Below is, but they ain't gonna know what a Dollar Tree is, which is sad. Kind of makes me sad. But hey, these are the times. But yeah, so I'll tell you what I bought at the Dollar Tree. I bought goodie bags, like the little loot bags, party bags. I bought that. I bought the tennis balls. I bought the poop bags. Some of these came in packs. Like the poop bags came in a pack of 4. The tennis balls came in a pack of 2. The loot bags came in a pack of 25. What else? I bought 2 table covers because the one that I used the first time got kind of messed up with the wear and tear and the wind of what was on the table. So I did buy 2 of those, which they were $1.25. It wasn't a big deal. The first day, my friend bought me a bag of ice because I was selling water for $1 because it was hot as hell outside. So I did that. So he bought the water for me. It was a 40 pack of water. He bought that for me, and then he bought the bag of ice for me the first day. The second day, I went and bought another bag of ice because the first bag melted, and I didn't want to keep that, obviously. And so, yeah, had 2 bags of ice, but one was donated, and then had a case of water, which that was also donated. And I was grateful. That's another thing. Having people help you out is nice. The second time around, the second day, I was doing it on my own, but I always came into it like knowing or having an idea that I was going to do it by myself. I wasn't expecting someone to help me, but I was happy that he was there and he wanted to help me. So always have a nice support system, whether it be a friend, family member, a spouse, a partner, a stranger even. I had a person at the park yesterday wanting to help me put my stuff away in the bag. But I thought he was homeless, but I didn't want to assume. But he looked like he didn't have a place to live. And I really don't want to say that because I don't know, and I don't want to be judgmental or anything like that. But he wanted to help me, and I was just like, no, I got it. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. And he was just like, okay, no problem. But if I felt a little bit, the only reason why I didn't feel comfortable doing that was because I'm a woman. I was in a place that I had no idea what was in my surroundings. I've never been to that park before, but my friends have told me about that park. So, and they're like, there's a lot of dogs over there. There's a lot of traffic over there. So you would make a lot of money, or like a lot of people would come and pique interest if you went there. So I went there the day before to just like check it out and see where I could put my stuff at, and it looked very good. Like there was a lot of dogs there, and I was like comfortable with like being there by myself. And I did it at like in the middle of the day, so from 2 to 4 I was there. It was funny because when I got there the next day, there was a whole barbecue cookout situation where I wanted to set up my table. So I was like, oh no, I wasn't expecting that. I was like, well, plan B. I literally set up my stuff across from them, across from the people having the cookout. And then they left, and then I moved my stuff back. But yeah, like, I did it so I knew the table is a long, like a cookout table, or it's a multi-purpose table that we've had for years. I don't even remember how long it's been, but we've had that thing for so long. And I use that table, and it fit in my car nicely. And I bought little card holders. I think I bought that from the Dollar Tree as well. And I had infographic holders. Um, Also probably bought that from the Dollar Tree. If not, it was probably like online somewhere. I forget. I really don't remember. But I had to print out some stuff because my printer doesn't work anymore, so I had to go to the library and I printed out like copies of my infographics, and they cost me like $6 for like, I think it's 20 cents a page. So that wasn't bad. Oh wait, where's my, hold up. I'm looking for my guard hose. Do I need them? Say that, baby. Because that was going to make it easier for me to do. I don't know where I put them. They're in a bag somewhere. And I don't have time to look for them right now. Whatever. I'll just use what I got. I actually have to get my stuff sharpened. I am going to Hershey Groom Expo. I think it's next week. If it's not next, no, it's in September. So in like 2 weeks, I'm going to go there to Hershey, and I'm going to drop off my scissors and blades that need to be sharpened, because they do sharpening on site, or they'll take it with them to their warehouse and they'll sharpen it and send it off again for me. So I'm definitely doing that when I go. But anyway, anybody got any questions for me? Any interest in the supplements? Any interest in grooming? Ask away. And I will tell you what I know. And if I don't know, I'll let you know I don't know. But I know pretty much a lot of things pertaining to grooming and, running a grooming business. I've done many forms of grooming. I started in corporate. I worked at PetSmart. I worked at PetSmart from 2010, I think, to I want to say 2017. Yeah, I think it was like, well, at that particular PetSmart, it was from 2010 to 2017. But then I also worked in Philly during college. So that was, what, was that 2008? I think it was like 2008, because I was doing it for like 10 years. No, I stopped 2016. Didn't I? I think it was either 2016 or 2017. I kind of forget. That was so long ago, but yeah. Started at PetSmart in college. Left college, came back home, worked at a veterinary clinic, a veterinary hospital, and then went back to PetSmart. But anyway, did corporate, and then I did a private shop. I worked for a couple that had their own private shop. And while I was working for them, me and my ex-business partner, we started our business, and we turned it into a mobile grooming business. We got this mini school bus that was all green and had paw prints on it. And we got this from a couple that converted their private shop into the mobile unit. And we got their bus, and we made it our own. And we did that until the pandemic. So I want to say 2018 until the pandemic, 2020. And then we had to pivot to do house calls, like in-home grooming. And I've done it ever since. So yeah, I've done corporate, I've done private shop, I've done mobile, and then I'm now doing house calls. I do like house calls, but I would do mobile again if I didn't feel like I didn't want to groom anymore. But I would think about getting another mobile unit. But I don't think it's smart or feasible for me to do that, since I really don't want to groom like that anymore. You know? It just doesn't make sense to do that if I'm not looking forward to grooming anymore. But yeah, I usually hand scissor his legs because I love a like nice beveled look. But like I said, he's an old man and I want him comfortable. I don't want it to be difficult. And I'm shocked that he wasn't that mad. Like he wasn't even matted, to be honest. I think it also had a lot to do with the shampoo and the conditioner that I use, and on top of it, this new 6-in-1 like dematting, detangling leave-in conditioner spray. Oh my gosh, by Hydra. Baby, it's so good. My dog is so soft. This is the softest he has felt in a very long time. In a very, very long time. And I am an eye groom girly. Like, I use eye groom products majority of the time on my dogs, like my clients. And I love eye groom products. Like, don't get it twisted. But, like, the Hydra stuff, the conditioner, and the spray, baby. Oh, so good. And I also was using Botanica on him today. So, he got, like, a really good spa treatment. I don't use that on my clients because the container was so small. And I would have to buy it in gallons. That's a little pricey for me right now. I'm trying to save. I also have to restock on my inventory because I'm getting low on some of my shampoos and my leave-in conditioners and stuff like that. So yeah, I have to restock very, very soon. Probably within the next week or two, I'll restock. Also, I'm going on a groomer retreat. It's my very first groomer retreat, and it's the Black Groomers Association first ever groomer retreat, and we're going to Mexico. I'm so excited. I've been paying on it since I want to say March of this year. So yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to see what like they have in store because it also gives me inspiration to do that when my community launches online. So yeah, that's something that I'm interested in doing, like doing meetups, retreats, master classes, a whole bunch of things. I don't want to say too much because, you know, people be trying to steal people's ideas and whatnot. But yeah, I've told my friends, I've told other colleagues and things like that that have no interest in doing anything that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to like make this national. I could say worldwide, but like I feel like there's too much pressure for me to do worldwide. Maybe eventually, like when I retire and I'm like, you know what, I'm bored. I want to be a philanthropist and I want to travel and I want to do all these things overseas. Maybe I'd consider it. But right now, I just want to do it in states. Like I want to do it national. And I know that can be a thing. I know that will happen. Not can be a thing. It will happen. It will be a thing. It's already manifested. You know? Like Jay said, I'm manifesting 100K for you. It's already manifested. It's already happened. Or I'm already a 1K YouTuber. From your lips to God's ears, okay? Next dog I get is not going to be a groom dog. It's going to be a short hair dog. I want a Frenchie so bad, so that's going to be my next dog. But I need a house first in order to get that. Because I know they are a breed that can have a lot of complications. So I want to be prepared in case anything does happen to my baby. And Jackson has been pretty good. He's had seizures a couple times before. And that scared me. But I did have, one of my clients was my vet. So I was like grateful for that. And that's another reason why I network so much is because you need people. We all need each other. So it's good to have community. It's good to have good people in your corner. So I was grateful that one of my clients was a vet. But yeah, I'm sick of grooming him. I just want him, because my mom's dog is a lab hound, like I said earlier. And all I did was wash him, blow dry and brush him out because he sheds a little bit, and did his nails. And he was done in like 20 minutes, maybe even sooner, maybe 15 minutes. But he is going to be, like, he's usually like an hour to an hour and a half groom session. And I'd be like, I'm tired now. I got other things I got to do. I didn't even eat yet. I did have lunch. I did have breakfast and lunch today, so I can't sit there and be like, oh, I haven't eaten. I did have lunch earlier, but I got other stuff to do. Mondays are my admin days, so I'm like, baby, we gotta get this moving and grooving, honey. Yeah, I like you better short, so I don't have to do much. All right. Well, you got a little lump. Oh, that's your rib. I'm like, what's that? You got a little lump? What's your rib? I do this. It's called back brushing. So the top layer gets flattened by the clippers. So you want to back brush. So you make sure you get all the hair that needs to come off. And you have to do it a few times. So make sure you back brush your dogs a few times to make sure you get every bit of hair that needs to be off. Then you can tell, you can see stuff sticking out. You'll notice. The more you do it, the more you get a hang of it, you'll notice. Alright, so now let's get this hair off of him. Off the table. And do the scissoring part, the hand scissoring. I don't even know what I want to eat for dinner. What should I eat for dinner, Jackie? You tell me. You barely eat your own food, so... Oh, I shouldn't ask you anything. You barely eat, boy. Okay, let's get down to business. Alright, what's up with the phone? Oh, wait a minute. Where's the phone? Alright, you look good in this landscape. So I usually start with his paws around that, but I see hair sticking out, so I'm like, let me get this first. Alright. You want to make sure everything's combed it out. And then I fold the foot down and trim any hair that's falling over the paw pads. And then put the foot down, comb it out again. And then you can trim it. I use curved scissors because it's easier to trim with curves, especially feet. You can just round them with ease. A little bit of an angle. Here's rear. Don't be moving, boy. I really did not want to give him a haircut today, but he still looked very hairy, and I was like, the next time I groom him, it's gonna be like a woolly mammoth. So it's like, let me just trim him. And this is why he's staying here for like an hour and a half and some change. And blend whatever is sticking out with these thinning shears. I love these. These are the freestylers. And you can get these from Foxy Roxy Supply Company. I used to be an ambassador for them. And then I just wanted to do other things. But I enjoyed working with them. It was fun. They move their feet a lot, lift up their back leg or the opposite leg so they can't, so they'll have no balance and they have no choice but to leave their foot on the table. falling off. Get all that hair out of the paw pads just to make sure nothing's sticking out, like right here. And I'll touch it up a little bit more after I'm done all sides with the trimming of paws. Excuse me. I swear, one leg never matches the other. Either he's so twitchy that I can't see, or it's just one is like more full than the other. Lots of concentration here. I'll be in the zone. Come on. This finger insert is acting up. And I got time. It's shenanigans. Insert that. Pretty much neaten everything up. I think your legs are good, Bubba. This is an art. It takes time to perfect. That's why most of us groomers get pissed off when they're like, are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Do you want your dog to look good? Then you will wait. I'll let you know when I'm done. I would have called you and let you know when your dog was done. Well, for me, I'm in their house, so they'll know. I'll let them know. Can't rush perfection. Right, Jackie? Especially if you're working with a live animal that doesn't really want things done to them. Or wants to do what they want to do. You know? But okay, Mother. Now we gotta do your face, your tail. I'll be going to town with that. So let's do that. His face is pretty much prepped. So at a 45-degree angle, I get all this hair hanging off of his visor. Just get all of that out of the way. And then I flip all this hair up. And I like to thinning shear the muzzle area. I like to thin it out. I don't like to shave it. I just thin it out because he needs to still see. Angle, corners, flip, flip, outwards. All his hair in the front, his lips, hair. I usually shave it. I'm just gonna scissor it since I'm already got my scissors. And then I cover the front of his mouth with my finger so he doesn't stick his tongue out. Trim his tongue. We don't need that. Right? We don't need that, my baby. So twitchy. All this hair gotta go on your neck. On your chin, chin, chin. Get all this hair up. Curves. And then go from front to the back. Anything hanging off the back, I thin out. since he has like straight wavy hair, not curly, even though he's Shih Tzu poodle, it's more of the Shih Tzu hair. So I have to trim these rough edges to create that round teddy bear look that I'm going for. Get rid of these rough edges. No angles, all curved. We like a curvy face. Anything that resembles a rough edge or hard line, we blend it out. Right, baby? Blend that out. I don't know why Mickey is barking. We're getting somewhere, y'all. on, baby. Oh, that's a handsome. All right. Hi. Okay. He is done. Going to do his tail. Finish that off. Yeah. What are you doing with your tail, bud? I can't see. Okay. Run. One more go round on his head. Shih Tzu heads be complicated because the cowlicks be going everywhere. It's just a never ending, thank you, it's a never ending trip. Stay still. There we go, my baby. Mm-hmm. Here's your collar. I think I gotta wash your collars. Ooh, you're so soft, baby. Nice and soft, my boy. That puppy is back. The puppy is back. Alright. This is what he looks like, y'all. Jackie! Say hello. Say hello. Yes. Yes, you should have. Say hi. Say hi. Nice haircut. Looking good, boy. Looking real good. There he is. And that's that on that. An hour and 19 minutes. Kind of a record for me. I told y'all, it takes an hour and a half for me to get him to my standards, you know? But thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you haven't. I have a whole bunch of things on YouTube, informational uh, videos, vlogs. I have podcasts, visuals. You can listen to them. Check out everything that I have. And check out my website. Link is in the bio if you are interested in joining the membership and interested in any products that I have. All right, I will talk to you next time. Bye.